Welcome to the show with Joe. I'm Joe, and this is This Week in Sports. Psych, gotcha again. It's entertainment. This Week in Entertainment. A lot of fun things happened this week, including Shane Gillis yesterday putting on two Guinness World Record performances in the same performance, and that would be most tickets sold by a solo comedian and the largest audience for a comedian at 73,000, which is crazy. That's more than most football teams get for one dude. That's crazy. What else happened this week? This one's big. Oh boy. Tom Segura and Christina P. of Your Mom's House are getting divorced. Oh boy. Tommy Buns is having he was gonna fall off a cliff and then he saved himself with his show and now he's turning over a new leaf. So here's my Tom Segura trajectory chart. So first heard about him. Amazing, cool dude, really funny. Ha ha ha. Your Mom's House, even maybe a tilt like this, started going a little bit slower, was still liking him a little bit. Then he lost all the weight. Okay, that's cool. I mean, even less. And then he had the airport incident where he said that he's a lot better than everyone. There was a bunch of pores. And then he also was doing a bunch of weird shit with Burt Kreischer. And also Red Bar destroyed him. So then I went down here. And now he had his show come back. And then it's back up here a little tiny bit. And now you see this happen. And it's oh, dude, what are you doing? You lost all this weight. You're getting huge with your show. Christina's nice enough. She's a little weird, but weird. If I say this sentence, is it weird? Shout out, Mike. You clean your ears with a Q-tip, and you're in your bedroom. You're just walking around your room, and then you just throw it to the ground because you have maids. Is that weird? Because Christina P. does not think that's weird. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of interesting things coming out about this, I'm sure. A lot of talk online of jokingly, because Christina P. was on I think it was Big Brother with Theo Vaughn. A lot of theories saying since Theo's so lonely now he can finally shoot a shot with Christina for real. That would be crazy. Okay, what else happened this week? Oh god. Okay, got a problem. Mid-show, I have a problem. Let me take a sip of water for this one. Okay, so this is Rotten Tomatoes, and of course we have to do our weekly Roganverse talk. And my problem is, this is a movie that I guess that just came out with Seth Rogen in it. I think, I'm going to go ahead and say it, I think Rotten Tomatoes is definitely, what's the word? I think Rotten Tomatoes definitely sold out. That's what I'm thinking of. Because there's no way that this random Seth Rogen movie that another actress directed has a 96% tomatometer and a 91% popcorn meter score, which is people that are verified users leaving reviews versus critics. So critics versus people, allegedly. Now, you'll see here that this movie, The Invite, has a 96 tomato meter, and then a 91% popcorn meter. So fans say 91%. Here's my problem right here. Oppenheimer. This was touted as awesome, right? I didn't see it, but an example of a really popular one that came out that I had to have won movie of the year. 93 and 91. So you're telling me that The Invite by the critics is 96% good, so it's better than Oppenheimer, and the popcorner score 91 versus 91. You're telling me that The Invite is exactly as good as Oppenheimer? So that's my problem with Rotten Tomatoes. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And here's another example. The Odyssey, this movie that just came out, I heard it start out really bad, and I heard it start out really good, and then I heard medium stuff about it. So Maybe I got to see both these movies, but 95 and 97 is crazy versus Oppenheimer. So you're saying the Odyssey, critics are saying the Odyssey is 2% closer to perfect than Oppenheimer, and the fans are saying this might be, it's 3% off from a perfect movie. The fans are saying that right now. It's a perfect movie because of what? I'll leave it be up to you, but you can research the controversy on that. But that's insane. And 2,500 verified ratings. There's 10,000 for Oppenheimer, so maybe it'll like taper off. But still, that's insane. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. James Franco. This is an interesting one. So James Franco's losing it. He's got. Here's the problem. James Franco has a movie coming out this year at some point, and it's called the Controversy, I believe, and he is a conspiracy theorist in it. I'd be damned if this wasn't part of like a movie play or something, because he's saying that these aliens were in his backyard. Straight up here, let me make it bigger. This is him on, I guess, TikTok showing people on 5/11/26, and like this is like his security footage. There's a guy right there looking in this house. Now, what is the timestamp on the other one? 5/11/26. They're all the same day, right around the same time. It's weird it's in the daytime. 3 p.m. That's also 3 p.m.? Can't really tell on that one, but still, yeah, there's the other one. Very strange. Probably something to keep an eye on. He's probably looking like this because Seth Rogen this past week on Yahoo News was talking about how he would never be friends with James Franco right now. It's not a good time. So he's probably real sad about that and is losing it. Iron Maiden sells their musical catalog, name, image, and likeness rights to Pop House. That includes their, what's it called? Their little mascot. I don't see it here, but yeah, Iron Maiden. I haven't listened to them in a while. Maybe I'll give them a listen. It's been I usually give an old band a chance every like couple years or so. Been a while since I gave them a chance, so that seems fair. You should too. All right, what's next? Afro Man jokes he's the hardest gangster rapper after making cops cry. I mean, can you really disagree? I made a video. It looks exactly like this as the thumbnail. That kind of goes into detail on what happens, but man, Afro Man, it's your year, baby. Oh yeah, Seth Rogen turned his first colonoscopy into a celebrity nightmare. Yahoo News. Again, this is all same week stuff. I don't know what the obsession is with Seth Rogen, but they love talking about him. He's like a good insulation to their shit house that they're building. Seth Rogen made an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live Wednesday, discussed, among other things, his recent colonoscopy. They're really digging deep here for Seth Rogen stuff here. He joked that the experience could have been awkward, but because of his celebrity status. Seth Rogen is oddly specific concerning about. Oh God. Seth Rogen explained his oddly specific concern about his first colonoscopy. Okay, what's the poll? What do you think his oddly specific concern about his first colonoscopy is? During the conversation, he and guest host Berna Holtz discussed a range of topics. And brought up the fact that 44-year-old actor had recently undergone a colonoscopy, joking that Rogen had made another on-camera appearance. Rogen confirmed it with a laugh and praised Barn Holtz for using good siege. He added that was 10 out of 10. That was a joke? Barholtz joked that Rogen had made another on-camera appearance in reference to his colonoscopy. Rogen said it with a laugh and said, "Good siege. That was a 10 out of 10. Okay. When asked whether he was comfortable with strangers examining such an intimate part of his body, Rogan responded, "I think as someone who's recognizable or famous, it's a little, I don't know, if it was worse or weirder, they know who you are, and I think as a celebrity, 9 times out of 10, you get a better service. I would say than someone who isn't famous." Okay. Rogan then pointed out the downside. "Because 1 time out of 10, I'll have a waiter who's really nervous and just completely messes up my whole order. And and that's what you're afraid of at your colonoscopy. You don't want a guy who's too big of a fan." Because implications? Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just never-ending news of Seth. Just keeps on coming. The Invite, yeah, it's about him again. Olivia Wilde was that actor's name, by the way, from earlier. Okay, what's next? I'm just going to throw this out here because I thought it was neat. So there's a lot of video game stuff going on where PlayStation announced that they're no longer doing discs. They're only doing online only. So GOG.com, this isn't an ad at all. I just saw this and I thought it might be cool for someone. Needs more attention and love for what they do. Download the offline installer of any of your games on GOG, save it to a disc, and it's yours forever. You don't need a storefront permission to play what you bought. Dang. That's cool, right? So like any game that you don't necessarily have a download to, you can just use a burn disc or something, or an offline installer. And then you can save your game forever. And you can like put it on discs and stuff. Pretty sick. And I'm going to leave you with this cool thing here. I'm going to read this like a speech, but it's Kanye West's backstage requirements for his shows. And after that, this has been The Show with Joe. And thank you for watching. Smell you later. And here is me reciting Kanye West's requests. All tables covered with black linen tablecloths. Whiteboard with black markers. All rooms pipe and draped with black drapes. Mood lamps set as discretion. Notify team per advance. Electronics. 0.0, I think he does 0.04 as like 04, so it's just 4. I'm just going to read it like that. 4 Apple iPhone chargers, USB cable C, thick white braided. 4 Apple 140 watt USB-C power adapter. 1 6-foot extension cord. 2 wireless hair cutting clippers. While Angia or any other reputable brand. 1 Apple TV. 1 short throw projector. 1 small compact printer in security room with paper. EP security manager. 1 115-foot television. 1 PlayStation 5, 2 controllers, must be brand new. 1 PlayStation game of Last of Us, must be brand new. PlayStation game NBA 2K 2025, must be new. iPad Pro 11. 12-ounce glass bottles of Skill Saratoga water. No sparkling water. 4 28-ounce glass bottles of Still Saratoga water. Sparkling water. No sparkling water, sorry. 1 pack of Altoid mints. 5 sugar-free desserts. 1 box of Frosted Flakes. I assume milk is on there too. All right, catch you later.